Today's topic is inequalities in a triangle. Inequalities of a triangle, inequalities in a triangle, however you want to call it. Okay, so the previous topic we focused on in geometry was congruence, right? When two triangles or two shapes are exactly equal to each other, their shapes, their sizes, exactly they are same. That is congruence. But we have not yet talked about inequalities. So in today's topic, we are going to talk about inequalities. Do you see these two lines AB and CD? Is there any inequality in them? Yes, definitely. So AB, line AB is greater than line CD, or we can say that line CD, line segment CD is smaller than line segment AB, right? So this is the sign of inequality, that is greater than or smaller than sign. That's what we are going to use in the whole topic. Okay. Here angle A is greater than angle B. Angle A is greater than angle B. So there is definitely an inequality. Now in a scale triangle, in which all the sides are of different length, not only all the sides but also all the angles are of different length. That is in scale triangle. If you measure the lengths of the sides, you will observe that one of the side will be longest, one of the side will be shortest. In this figure, BC is the longest side, AC is the shortest side. So if we arrange all the sides in the decreasing order of their length, then the longest side will be BC, smaller than BC will be AB, smaller than AB will be AC. So this is the decreasing order of the lengths of the sides of triangle ABC, scale triangle, right? Now you will also find one more peculiar property of a scale triangle. The sides, not only the sides are in decreasing order of their lengths. The three sides, they are not equal, they are unequal. BC is the longest, AB is the short one, and AC is the shortest one. Okay, not only the sides but also the angles, they show this property of inequality. So the property is such that angle A is the greatest and angle B is the shortest. So angle A will be the greatest. After angle A comes angle C, and after angle C, the smallest angle is angle B. So this you can check with the help of measurement using your pencil scale, protractor, and check the sides, the length of the sides as well as the measure of angles of an scale and triangle, and you will find that there exists an inequality in not only the sides of scale and triangle but also the angles of scale and triangle. They are also unequal, and you can say if you arrange them in a specific order of decreasing measure, then you will find some properties, and today we are going to focus on these properties. Okay, so the first theorem, you can say, if two sides of a triangle are unequal, the longer side has greater angle opposite to it. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, the longer side has greater angle opposite to it. So here we have been given that in triangle ABC. Do you see triangle ABC? In triangle ABC, AC is greater than AB. AC is greater than AB. So what you have to prove? You have to prove that the longer side has greater angle opposite to it. Which is the longer side? AC is the longest side, it is given. So what is the angle opposite to AC? Now if you notice, opposite to AC, this angle is there, not angle 1. Okay, don't confuse it with angle 1. I'm talking about opposite to AC, angle ABC, the whole angle from here to here. Okay, so we have to prove that the angle opposite to longer side is greater. So we have to prove that angle ABC is greater, but greater than whom? See, AC was greater than AB, right? AC was greater than AB. Now the angle opposite to AC, that is angle ABC, will be greater than angle opposite to AB. So which angle is there opposite to AB? So opposite to AB, if you see the angle in triangle ABC, you will find angle ACB. So angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. This is what you need to prove. Okay, so for proving this, please focus over here. How we will prove? We will first write a construction. We will draw a construction. What construction are we going to do? So what we are going to do is we have to cut AD on AC, cut AD on AC such that AB is equal to AD. Okay, so you have to cut point D on AC such that the length of AB and AD are equal to each other. Okay, so first thing, this is the construction. Now what? After doing construction, what? See, in we have to basically compare the angles, that is ABC and ACB. But how is this going to help us comparing with the angles? It's very easy. It is going to happen. Okay, so don't worry, it's going to happen. Just pay attention to what I'm going to do and how I'm going to prove it. Let me make it a little smaller. Okay, I have to select the whole thing. Wait. Okay, great. So the whole thing is selected. Now let me make it smaller. Okay. I hope it's visible to you guys. Great. So yes, we made this construction such that AB is equal to AD. Now we are going to write our proof over here. Okay. In proof, we are going to write in triangle ABD. In triangle ABD, angle ABD is equal to angle ADB. Angle ABD is equal to angle ADB. Why? What is the reason? Why angle ABD and ADB are equal? Since AB is equal to AD by construction, right? We did a construction in which we constructed AD equal to AB. So since the sides are equal, angles opposite to equal sides are equal, right? So you can also write angles opposite to equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides. That also could be written as the reason of angle ABD is equal to angle ADB. Okay. Now, see, angle ADB is greater than no. Let me just write the whole thing for you, otherwise you will not understand. In triangle BDC, angle ADB is an exterior angle. Okay, in triangle BDC, do you see this triangle BDC? You want me to highlight it? I will highlight it for you. This is the triangle BDC which we are talking about. And in this triangle BDC, this angle, let me write. This angle, that is angle ADB, is an exterior angle. Now, we all know the property of exterior angle, right? Therefore, angle ADB is equal to angle DBC plus angle DCB, right? Angle ADB is the sum of two opposite interior angles, right? Why? Because exterior angles property. So can I say that? Therefore, angle ADB is greater than angle angle DCB. Why will it be greater? देखो ADB क्या है? ADB इन दोनों का सम से इक्वल है। किन दोनों के सम से? डीबीसी और डीसीबी। मतलब डीसीबी में जब तुम डीबीसी को ऐड करोगे तब वो एडीबी से इक्वल होगा। What if you don't add DBC to it? Will it be equal to ADB? No, it will be smaller than ADB. So that's why ADB is greater than DCB. Always remember one property, that exterior angle is always greater than the opposite interior angle, क्योंकि ये property हम लोग बार बार इस टॉपिक पे यूज करेंगे inequalities में. The exterior angle of any triangle is always greater than the opposite interior angle, right? So angle ADB is greater than angle DCB. ये तो हो गया, प्रूव कर दिया हमने, ठीक है। अच्छा अब देखो, बट एंगल ADB इज इक्वल टू एंगल ABD, ठीक है। ये तो प्रूव किया था हमने पहले ही, प्रूव। क्यों ADB और ABD इक्वल है? क्योंकि एंगल्स ऑपोजिट टू इक्वल साइड्स। देयरफॉर वी कैन से दैट एंगल ABD इज आल्सो ग्रेटर देन एंगल DCB। ABD कौन सा एंगल है पता है? ये वाला एंगल। ये एंगल भी ABD भी DCB से बड़ा होगा। अच्छा बट और एक चीज है, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है, बट यहां पे लिखता हूं मैं, बट एंगल ABC, बट एंगल ABC, ठीक है, इज ग्रेटर देन एंगल ABD। एंगल ABC एंगल ABD से बड़ा ही होगा ना, क्योंकि एंगल ABC इज द होल एंगल एंड एंगल ABD इज पार्ट ऑफ एंगल ABC। इधर हम लोग रीजन लिख सकते हैं, सिंस whole is greater than its part। ये तो फैक्ट है, ठीक है, ये फैक्ट है। ये क्या फैक्ट है? तो ज्योमेट्री की फैक्ट है, यूक्लिड ज्योमेट्री की फैक्ट है। फैक्ट क्या बोलती है कि होल हमेशा पार्ट से बड़ा होता है, होल इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन द पार्ट। तो एबीसी होल है और एबीसी का पार्ट है एबीडी। इफ यू कैन सी, if I can zoom it and show you, wait, I will zoom it and show you, wait. Can you see now? Can you see ABC एंगल कौन सा है? ABC एंगल ABC यहां से लेके यहां तक है, एंड ABD ये जो ब्लू वाला मार्क किया है वो एंगल कौन सा बड़ा है? ABC बड़ा है या ABD बड़ा है? ऑफ कोर्स ABC बड़ा है। क्यों? क्योंकि ABC इज द होल एंगल एंड ABD इज जस्ट इट्स स्मॉल पार्ट। सो सिंस होल इज ग्रेटर देन द पार्ट, तो ABC इज ग्रेटर देन ABD, राइट? अब देखो आगे कैसे करना है। ठीक है, सो बट एंगल ABC इज ग्रेटर देन ABD बिकॉज सिंस होल इज ग्रेटर देन द पार्ट। ठीक है, अब क्या? ओके, अब देखो, अब हमने यहां पे ये स्टेटमेंट में क्या प्रूव किया था? वी हैड प्रूव्ड दैट एंगल ABD इज ग्रेटर देन DCB, लेकिन ABD से भी कोई बड़ा एंगल है। कौन सा एंगल है? ABC। ठीक है, तो अब मैं इसको फिनिश कर दूंगा। देयरफॉर एंगल ABC हैज टू बी ग्रेटर देन एंगल DCB। एंगल ABC इज डेफिनेटली ग्रेटर देन DCB। ठीक है, तो ऐसे ऐसे करके हमने प्रूव कर दिया कि द in two sides of a triangle, if the two sides of a triangle are unequal, the longer side has a greater angle opposite to it। ठीक है, longer side कौन सी है? ABC के सामने वाली साइड, मतलब AC। AC is greater than AB। अगर AC greater than AB है तो एंगल ABC will be greater than एंगल DCB। अच्छा, DCB कौन सा एंगल है? ACB। ठीक है, देखो यहाँ पे फाइनली लिख सकते हैं एंगल ABC इज ग्रेटर देन एंगल ACB। ये एंगल की साइन है और ये इनइक्वालिटी की साइन है, कंफ्यूज मत होना इसमें, ठीक है प्लीज। तो हेंस प्रूव्ड। अगर तुम्हें ये समझ में आया है तो ही तुम आगे का वीडियो देखोगे। अगर तुम्हें यही नहीं समझ में आया कि मैंने ये कैसे प्रूव किया, इसमें ही तुम्हें डाउट है तो तुम पहले मेरे साथ डाउट क्लियर करो। तुम मुझे मैसेज करो ये वीडियो देख के, मुझे फोन करो, मुझे बताओ कि तुम्हें ये नहीं समझ में आया, आगे देखो ही मत, क्योंकि अगर ये नहीं समझ में आया तो आगे पूरा चैप्टर नहीं समझ में आएगा तुम्हें। इनइक्वालिटीज इज अ लिटिल ट्रिकी टॉपिक। इनइक्वालिटीज में तकलीफ होती है बच्चों को क्योंकि ये ट्रिकी टॉपिक है। ठीक है, कॉन्ग्रुएंसी एक बार समझ में आ जाता है, लेकिन इनइक्वालिटीज बिल्कुल नहीं समझ में आता है कुछ बच्चों को, और फिर वो ऐसे ही आगे चले जाते हैं और फिर कभी एक भी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं कर पाते हैं। तो उससे अच्छा एक प्रूफ, जो पहला मैंने थियरम बताया तुम्हें, प्रॉपर्टी हमने प्रूव की कि अगर दो साइड अनइक्वल है तो लॉन्गर साइड के सामने वाला एंगल बड़ा होगा, ये हमने प्रूव करके दिखाया। अगर ये थियरम तुम्हें नहीं समझ में आई है तो यहीं रुक जाना, आगे बढ़ना ही मत। मेरे से पहले कंसल्ट करना, मेरे से बात करना, मेरे से चाहिए तो पर्सनली गूगल मीट कर लेना, चाहिए तो पर्सनली मैं तुम्हारा क्लास ले लूंगा, पूछूंगा तुमसे क्या प्रॉब्लम है क्या नहीं। और उससे पहले जब मैं डायरेक्टली गिव अप में मत करना। इफ सम पीपल आर थिंकिंग कि ये तो अभी होमवर्क मैं करूंगा ही नहीं क्योंकि ये तो मुझे नहीं समझ में आया, गिव अप कर दिया मैंने, अच्छा है होमवर्क नहीं करना पड़ेगा। अगर ये तुम्हारे दिमाग में चल रहा है तो तुम जब मेरे सामने आओगे डाउट पूछने के लिए, आई एम रियली गोइंग टू मेक श्योर दैट कि तुम टाइम पास कर रहे हो कि तुम्हें रियली कुछ प्रॉब्लम। अगर रियल प्रॉब्लम है तो जेन्युइनली मुझे समझ में आ जाएगा, एज ए टीचर मुझे इतना तो समझ में आता है कि बच्चे की जेन्युइन प्रॉब्लम है या एस्केप कर रहा है। अगर एस्केप कर रहे हो तो पकड़े जाओगे, याद रखना। फिर ये सारी थियरम मैं 50 बार लिखवाऊंगा तुमसे। तो जेन्यून डाउट है तो वीडियो फिर से देखो, ट्राई करो समझने का इसको मैंने कैसे सॉल्व किया, क्या क्या मैंने टेक्निक यूज की, हाँ क्या क्या मैंने लॉजिक अप्लाई किया, उसको थोड़ा समझने की कोशिश करो। फिर जो भी जेन्यून डाउट है या क्वेश्चन है माइंड में उसको लिख लो और मेरे से बात करो, तो मैं तुम्हें हेल्प कर दूंगा। ठीक है, लेट्स गो अहेड। ये इसका प्रूफ है, एनीवेज हमने प्रूफ कर दिया है। नेक्स्ट प्रूफ पे हम आ जाते हैं। इन अ ट्राइंगल द ग्रेटर एंगल हैज अ लॉन्गर साइड ऑपोजिट टू इट। ठीक है, ग्रेटर एंगल के सामने वाली साइड लॉन्गर है। जैसे हमको दिया हुआ है इन दिस ट्राइंगल एबीसी, एंगल एबीसी इज ग्रेटर देन एंगल एसीबी। एबीसी एंगल बड़ा है, किससे बड़ा है, एसीबी से। तो हमें क्या प्रूव करना है कि एबीसी के सामने वाली साइड, अब देखो, हाउ टू फाइंड आउट विच साइड इज ऑपोजिट टू एंगल एबीसी, this side, which side is this, AC. So we have to prove that AC is greater than which side. So ABC is greater than ACB, ये छोटा एंगल है तो छोटे एंगल के सामने वाली जो साइड है वो छोटी होगी। कौन सी साइड छोटी होगी, AC. So we have to prove sorry AB, AC is greater than AB, we have to prove that AC is greater than AB. ABC बड़ा एंगल है, this is greater, एंड ACB छोटा एंगल है, दिस इज स्मॉलर। सो ABC के सामने वाली साइड ग्रेटर होगी और ACB के सामने वाली साइड स्मॉलर होगी। वी हैव टू प्रूव दैट AC इज ग्रेटर देन AB। ठीक है, कैसे करेंगे देखते हैं, पहले देखते हैं कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन है कि नहीं। ओके, तो इसका जो प्रूफ है ना, दे हैव डन इट विद द मेथड ऑफ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन। ठीक है, और मुझे तुम्हें कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन मेथड नहीं सिखानी है क्योंकि वहां पे वो लोग ने पॉसिबिलिटी ली है या तो AC और AB इक्वल है, या तो AC छोटा है, या तो AC बड़ा है। और कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन मेथड से वो लोग ने प्रूव किया है कि एक थर्ड केस ही करेक्ट है, बाकी दोनों केस गलत है। तो मुझे ये मेथड से प्रूविंग तुम्हें नहीं सिखाना है, बट हाँ यहाँ पे एक प्रॉपर्टी तुम्हें थियरम के फॉर्म में सीखने जरूर मिल गई है, दैट इज इन अ ट्राइंगल द ग्रेटर एंगल हैज अ लॉन्गर साइड ऑपोजिट टू इट। मतलब कोई भी ट्राइंगल में जो एंगल ग्रेटर है उसके सामने वाली साइड लॉन्गर होती है। ठीक है, तो ये प्रॉपर्टी, और इससे पहले वाली प्रॉपर्टी हमने क्या की थी कि इन अ ट्राइंगल द लॉन्गर साइड इज अ ग्रेटर एंगल ऑपोजिट टू इट। तो ये दो प्रॉपर्टी हमारे सामने आ गई है, इसको हम लोग एक बार नोट कर लेते हैं, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, है ना। तो इसको बार बार प्रूव कर रहे हैं, थियरम को बार बार लिखना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, सो थियरम्स नंबर 1, in a triangle in a triangle the angle opposite to longer side is greater. The angle opposite to longer side is greater. Next theorem, in a triangle the side opposite to greater angle is longer. The side opposite to greater angle is longer and the angle opposite to longer side is greater. ठीक है, मतलब दोनों एक दूसरे का वाइस वर्सा लग रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो ये दोनों थ्योरम्स का काफी यूज है ये इनइक्वालिटीज के टॉपिक में. अगर ये दोनों थ्योरम को तुम यूज कर पाए राइट जगह पे तो मतलब तुम प्रूफ आराम से सॉल्व कर पाओगे. ये दोनों थ्योरम्स याद रखना, नोट कर लेना. इसमें से पहली वाली जो थ्योरम थी वो हमने प्रूव की, सेकंड वाली हमने प्रूव नहीं की क्योंकि उसमें कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन मेथड था, प्रूविंग नहीं था कुछ भी. ठीक है, तो इसलिए हमने वो प्रूफ छोड़ दिया. वैसे भी प्रूफ आर नॉट आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम, स्पेसिफिकली कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन प्रूफ कभी नहीं आता है. ओके, अब देखो ये और एक थियरम आई है. दिस इज ऑल्सो बेस्ड ऑन इनइक्वालिटी. सो इन दिस थियरम द स्टेटमेंट सेज दैट द सम ऑफ एनी टू साइड्स ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल इज ग्रेटर देन द थर्ड साइड. एक ट्राइंगल में किसी भी दो साइड का सम तीसरी साइड से हमेशा बड़ा होता है. तो हमारा ट्राइंगल है एबीसी. हमारा ट्राइंगल कौन सा है? एबीसी. मैं इसको हाईलाइट कर देता हूं, ये एबीसी, ये ट्राइंगल की बात है, बाकी तो सब कंस्ट्रक्शन है. ठीक है, सो इन दिस ट्राइंगल एबीसी द सम ऑफ एनी टू साइड्स, लेट्स से ए बी प्लस ए सी. ए बी प्लस ए सी क्या होगा? ग्रेटर देन बी सी होगा. ए बी प्लस बी सी क्या होगा? ग्रेटर देन ए सी होगा. बी सी प्लस ए सी क्या होगा? ग्रेटर देन ए बी होगा. मतलब किसी भी दो साइड का सम तीसरी साइड से बड़ा ही होता है. द सम ऑफ एनी टू साइड्स इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन द थर्ड साइड. ये हमारी थियरम. ठीक है, इसको प्रूव करने के लिए मैं पहले प्रूफ देख लेता हूं. इज इट अ कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी मेथड और दे हैव प्रूव्ड इट लेजिटिमेटली. इफ इट इज अ लेजिटिमेट प्रूफ देन हम लोग को प्रूफ देख के करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, सो यस दे हैव प्रूव्ड इट लेजिटिमेटली. ओके, सो वी विल आल्सो प्रूव इट according to how they have proved it. ठीक है, so what is the construction? We have produced side BA to D. BA to D. BA को आगे एक्सटेंड किया है, कहां तक एक्सटेंड किया है? D तक. Such that AD is equal to AC. Such that AD is equal to AC. And then we have to join CD. फिर किसको ज्वाइन करना है? हमें CD को ज्वाइन करना है. So produce side BA to D such that AD is equal to AC and then we have to join CD. फिर हमको CD को ज्वाइन करना है. ठीक है, ओके. अब इन ट्राइंगल ACD, कैन यू सी ट्राइंगल ACD? ट्राइंगल ACD में AD और AC इक्वल है. AD और AC इक्वल है, इसका मतलब है कि ये वाला एंगल, एंगल ADC विल बी इक्वल टू एंगल ACD. Why? Because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. ठीक है, AD और AC इक्वल है और ये जो एंगल ADC और ACD है वो भी इक्वल है. ठीक है, अब क्या है? अब एंगल ACD प्लस BCA, एंगल ACD प्लस BCA, मतलब ये मैं इसको नंबर दे देता हूं, एंगल 1 प्लस एंगल 2. ये दोनों एंगल का सम, ये दोनों एंगल का सम ये ADC से बड़ा होगा. ADC को मैं 3 नंबर दे देता हूं. ठीक है, मतलब ये लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं कि एंगल 1 इज इक्वल टू एंगल 3. ठीक है, क्यों? साइड्स ऑपोजिट टू एंगल्स ऑपोजिट टू इक्वल साइड्स आर इक्वल. ठीक है, इसके बाद का स्टेटमेंट में वो लोग ने क्या लिखा? एंगल 1 प्लस एंगल 2. अब एंगल 1 और एंगल 3 तो इक्वल थे, लेकिन इफ आई एड समथिंग टू एंगल 1, let's say if I add angle 2 to angle 1, will it remain equal to angle 3? No. Now since I have increased angle 1 by adding angle 2 into it, it will become, the sum will become greater than angle 3. Greater than angle 3. अच्छा, angle 1 plus 2 क्या है? What is angle 1 plus angle 2? Angle 1 plus angle 2 is angle BCD. ठीक है, एंगल BCD क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल बी ग्रेटर देन, एंगल BCD विल बी ग्रेटर देन एंगल ADB, एंगल ADC, आई एम सॉरी. ठीक है, हमें क्या प्रूव करना है? हमें प्रूव करना है कि कोई भी दो साइड का सम तीसरे से बड़ा होगा। ठीक है, कैसे आते हैं देखते हैं, उस पर कैसे आएंगे हम। अच्छा, तो बी सी डी इज ग्रेटर देन ए डी सी। मैंने ए डी सी लिखा है, इन्होंने क्या लिखा है, बी डी सी। ए डी सी लिखो, बी डी सी लिखो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। तो एंगल बी सी डी, दैट इज 1 + 2, इज ग्रेटर देन एंगल 3 विच इज बी डी सी। लिख सकता हूं ना ऐसे, एंगल बी सी डी इज ग्रेटर देन एंगल बी डी सी। ठीक है। अच्छा, अगर बी सी डी ग्रेटर देन बी डी सी है, अगर बी सी डी ग्रेटर देन बी डी सी है, तो मैं ये लिख सकता हूं कि बी सी डी के सामने वाली साइड, बी सी डी के सामने कौन सी साइड है, ये पूरे ट्राइंगल को कंसिडर करेंगे हम। ठीक है, ये सबको हटा देता हूं। अच्छा, पूरे ट्राइंगल को कंसिडर करो। विच साइड यू थिंक इज ऑपोजिट टू साइड एंगल बी सी डी? एंगल बी सी डी के जो सामने वाली साइड है वो है बी डी, एंड देयरफॉर वी कैन से दैट बी डी इज ग्रेटर देन, बीडीसी के सामने वाली साइड कौन सी है, बीडीसी के सामने वाली साइड पूरे ट्राइंगल में कौन सी है, बीसी। बीडी इज ग्रेटर देन बीसी। अच्छा, बीडी को, ये बीडी जो है ना, क्या कैन आई राइट इट एज बी ए प्लस ए डी? बी ए प्लस ए डी इज ग्रेटर देन बी सी। कैन आई राइट इट बी ए प्लस ए डी ग्रेटर देन बी सी? बी ए प्लस ए डी ग्रेटर देन बी सी, यस। ये बी डी को मैं ब्रेकअप करके बी ए प्लस ए डी भी तो लिख सकता हूं। अच्छा, तो बी ए प्लस ए डी इज ग्रेटर देन बी सी। अच्छा, बट ए डी इज इक्वल टू ए सी। ध्यान से देखो यहाँ पे, ए डी इज इक्वल टू ए सी, तो ए डी को रिप्लेस करके मैं ए सी लिख सकता हूं। सो आई राइट बी ए प्लस ए सी इज ग्रेटर देन बी सी। सी, बी ए प्लस ए सी ग्रेटर देन बी सी कहां पे, बी ए प्लस ए सी इज ग्रेटर देन बी सी, ये फर्स्ट वाला चीज प्रूव हुआ। ठीक है, तो आई डोंट नो आगे वो लोग ने कैसे प्रूव किया है, लेकिन अपना तो फर्स्ट वाले तक प्रूव हो गया। ठीक है। अच्छा, सिमिलरली वो लोग ने क्या किया है, सिमिलरली वी कैन प्रूव द अदर टू ऑल्सो। तो बाकी प्रूव करने की जरूरत नहीं है, सीधा लिख देना है सिमिलरली वी कैन प्रूव दिस एंड दिस। ठीक है, तो ये एक थियरम थी। थियरम क्या थी, द सम ऑफ एनी टू साइड्स ऑफ अ ट्राइंगल इज ऑलवेज ग्रेटर देन द थर्ड साइड। ये थियरम को हमने प्रूव किया, इसको हम लोग ऐड कर देते हैं थियरम्स में। द थर्ड थियरम, the sum of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. The sum of any two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. कोई भी ट्राइंगल में किसी भी दो साइड का सम हमेशा तीसरी साइड से ग्रेटर ही होगा। ठीक है, सो ये हमारी तीन थियरम्स है जो हम अब तक हमने देखी। देखते हैं आगे क्या है। ओके, नेक्स्ट थियरम, ऑफ ऑल लाइन सेगमेंट्स। देखो ये थियरम आई थिंक इसका प्रूफ लिखना जरूरी नहीं है, बट हाँ थियरम को नोट करके रखेंगे, कहीं कहीं पे शायद इसका रेयरली कोई यूज आएगा। जो हमने अभी तीन थियरम्स लिखी, दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ठीक है, उसका बहुत सबसे ज्यादा यूज रहेगा तीनों का, पहले दो का सबसे ज्यादा, फिर तीसरे वाले का, और ये वाली जो थियरम है वो कभी कभी रेयरली यूज होती है, बट इनइक्वालिटीज के हिसाब से, बिकॉज वी आर लर्निंग इनइक्वालिटीज in this topic, these all theorems are you can say applicable, so we have to study them. Whether or not we'll get a question based on that them is secondary, but we have to study the theorems. We have to be prepared ke kya hai inequalities. Of all the line segments that can be drawn to a given line from a point, एक पॉइंट से एक गिवन लाइन पे ड्रॉ होने वाले सारे सेगमेंट में, ठीक है, ये जो पॉइंट है इट इज नॉट लाइंग ऑन द लाइन सेगमेंट। ठीक है, पॉइंट यहां पे है, ये पॉइंट से इस लाइन सेगमेंट एल पे ड्रॉ किए जाने वाली सारी लाइंस, उनमें से परपेंडिकुलर जो लाइन है इट इज द शॉर्टेस्ट। परपेंडिकुलर मतलब ये वाली लाइन। ठीक है, तो ये पॉइंट पी से मैं यहां पे एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर सकता हूं, मैं यहां पे एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर सकता हूं, मैं यहां पे एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर सकता हूं, मैं यहां पे एक लाइन ड्रॉ कर सकता हूं। सो फ्रॉम पॉइंट पी आई कैन ड्रॉ मल्टीपल लाइंस, आई कैन ड्रॉ मल्टीपल लाइंस ऑन टू आवर line segment L. I can draw multiple lines, But out of all these lines which I have drawn from a point P which is not lying on this line to the line segment, out of all the lines, the shortest one is the perpendicular one. सबसे छोटी perpendicular line, मतलब PM is the shortest out of all of them. ये मुझे प्रूव करना है. समझ में आया तुम्हें थियरम? ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि क्यों है ऐसा, क्या इसके पीछे रीजन. तो गिवन में क्या लिखेंगे? अ लाइन L and a point P which is not lying on line L. PM is perpendicular to L and N is any other point on L other than M. And we have to prove that PM is shorter than PN. PM is shorter than PN. देखते हैं वो लोग ने कैसे प्रूव किया है इसको. ओके, तो ट्राइंगल PMN में एंगल M 90 डिग्री है. हाँ, हमें पता है कि ये एंगल 90 डिग्री है. ठीक है. सो अगर मैं एंगल सम प्रॉपर्टी लगाऊं इन ट्राइंगल PMN, अगर मैं एंगल सम प्रॉपर्टी लगाऊं तो क्या होगा? एंगल PMN प्लस एंगल PNM प्लस एंगल MPN, इन तीनों का सम कितना होगा? 180 डिग्री. रीजन क्या है? एंगल सम प्रॉपर्टी. अच्छा, लेकिन एंगल PMN तो 90 है. ठीक है, प्लस एंगल PNM प्लस एंगल MPN कितना होगा? 180 डिग्री. सो देयरफॉर एंगल PNM प्लस एंगल MPN इज इक्वल टू 180 माइनस 90. ठीक है. सो एंगल PNM मतलब ये वाला एंगल प्लस एंगल MPN मतलब ये वाला एंगल, इन दोनों का सम कितना होगा? 180 माइनस 90 दैट इज 90. मतलब ये दोनों का सम 90 है. सपोज ये एंगल 1 है और एंगल 2 है, इनका सम 90 है. तो डेफिनेटली ये दोनों का अगर सम 90 है तो ये दोनों 90 से तो छोटे हैं. ठीक है. therefore we can say that angle PNM is smaller than 90 degree. Also angle MPN is also smaller than 90. ठीक है. तो हम लोग ये बोल सकते हैं therefore एंगल PNM 90 से छोटा है, मतलब इट इज स्मॉलर देन एंगल PMN. करेक्ट. हम तो ये प्रूव कर देंगे कि हाइपोटेनियस सबसे बड़ी लंबी साइड है, लेकिन हमें प्रूव करना है कि PM सबसे छोटी साइड है. अच्छा, चलो देखते हैं वो लोग ने कैसे किया. मैं आगे तो बढ़ रहा हूं इस पे, लेकिन हाइपोटेनियस को लॉन्गेस्ट साइड प्रूव करने के पीछे आगे बढ़ रहा हूं. ठीक. अच्छा, तो वो लोग ने क्या प्रूव किया है कि एंगल N इज स्मॉलर देन 90. सो PN इज ग्रेटर देन PM. PN इज ग्रेटर देन PM. हाँ, PN इज ग्रेटर देन PM. सही बात है. ओह यस, तो हो गया ना फिर तो. सही है, हो गया. सो PNM, therefore PNM is smaller than angle PMN. करेक्ट. ओके. तो अच्छा, PM सही जा रहे थे, बिल्कुल सही जा रहे थे हम लोग. एंगल PNM अगर स्मॉलर है, ठीक है. अच्छा, इसको मैं ऐसे भी लिख सकता हूं, और वी कैन राइट इट एज एंगल PMN इज ग्रेटर देन एंगल PNM. PMN ग्रेटर है, PMN ग्रेटर है. अच्छा, अगर एंगल PMN ग्रेटर है किससे? एंगल PNM से. तो PMN के सामने वाली साइड भी तो ग्रेटर होगी. PMN के कौन से सामने वाली साइड? PN. सो PN विल बी ग्रेटर देन PNM के सामने वाली साइड. PNM के ऑपोजिट कौन सी साइड है? PM. सो PN विल बी ग्रेटर देन PM. ठीक है. और यू कैन से दैट PM इज स्मॉलर देन PN. PM is smaller than PM. वही तो प्रूव करना था. And therefore in any right angle triangle, oh no, we are not talking about right angle triangle. Any line out of all the lines which are drawn from a point to a line, the point is not lying on the line. Okay. Out of all the lines which are drawn from a point outside a line to the line, the perpendicular line is the shortest. तो ये तरीके से हम इसको प्रूव कर सकते हैं। ये इसका प्रूफ हो गया। ठीक है, इसको याद रखना। प्रूफ को मैंने कैसे किया था, क्या मैंने टेक्निक यूज की इस प्रूफ में, प्लीज याद रखना। कुछ डाउट है तो प्लीज मुझे बताना, लेकिन समझ के डाउट पूछना। फालतू डाउट मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं, मैं एंटरटेन नहीं करूंगा, क्योंकि वैसे ही हमारे ऊपर बहुत सारे डाउट्स और प्रॉब्लम्स ये चैप्टर में आने वाले हैं। तो अननेसेसरी डाउट्स तो मैं बिल्कुल एंटरटेन नहीं करूंगा। मुझे लेजिटिमेट डाउट चाहिए कि मुझे यहां पे डाउट है, ये कैसे हुआ। ठीक है, तो मैं उसका आंसर मैं तुम्हें बताऊंगा। लेकिन अगर तुम पूछोगे पूरा चैप्टर मुझे डाउट है, कुछ नहीं समझा, आई कैन नॉट हेल्प यू इन दैट केस। अगर तुम्हें सीधी सीधी भाषा नहीं समझती है, इसका मतलब है मैथ्स तुम्हारे लिए नहीं है, भूल जाओ इसको। अगर तुम्हें थोड़ा भी समझने की कोशिश करोगे तो बिल्कुल समझेगा ना, ऐसा कुछ इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। बट इफ यू वांट टू गिव अप एंड इफ यू डोंट वांट टू डू इट, नोबडी कैन मेक यू डू इट। ये बात समझ लेना, कान खोल के सुन लेना। ठीक है, चलो। अब क्या है, डिस्टेंस बिटवीन अ लाइन एंड अ पॉइंट। कोई भी लाइन और एक पॉइंट के बीच का जो डिस्टेंस होता है, दैट इज द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस। मतलब उस पॉइंट से उस लाइन के ऊपर जो परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ करोगे, वही डिस्टेंस हम लोग गिनते हैं एक लाइन और पॉइंट के बीच में। ओके, चलो आगे इलस्ट्रेटिव एग्जांपल्स पे देखते हैं कैसे करना है। बहुत इजी है। कुछ एग्जांपल्स हम एक्सरसाइज से भी लेंगे, कुछ ये सारे सम्स भी हम लोग सॉल्व एग्जांपल भी करेंगे। देखते हैं, कुछ ज्यादा नहीं है इसमें, देर आर नॉट मेनी, बट जितने भी है इतने हम लोग को करने हैं। लेट्स स्टार्ट। Okay, so the first question seems pretty straightforward. In triangle ABC, angle A is 50 degree, angle B is 60 degree, and angle C seems to be 70 degree. By angle sum property also we can make that out. Which side of the triangle is longest and which side is the shortest? Now we know that the side opposite to the greatest angle is the side opposite to greatest angle is the longest. So in triangle ABC, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property. So angle A is 50 degree, angle B is 60 degree, and angle C we don't know. So angle C is equal to 180 minus 110. So angle C is equal to 70 degree. Okay, so we know angle C now. What is angle C? Now we know that angle C is greater than angle B, which is greater than angle A. Angle C is the greatest angle. Okay, therefore we can say that angle C, which side is opposite to angle C? So if you look over here, you will find side AB. Therefore AB is the greatest side. Which side is opposite to angle B? AC. So AB is greater than AC, and AC is greater than, which is the smallest angle? Angle A. So which side is opposite to angle A? BC. Right? And therefore AB is longest side and BC is shortest side. AB is longest side and BC is shortest side. Great. So let's check the answer. AB is longest and BC is shortest. We are correct. Okay. Next question. Okay. This is the next question. Okay. In the given figure, PQ is greater than PR. PQ is greater than PR. QS and RS are the bisectors of angle Q and R respectively. Okay, QS and RS are the bisector. That means this angle is equal to this angle, this angle is equal to this angle. Okay, prove that SQ is greater than SR. I think it can be proved very easily. Okay, let's write given first. Okay, let me not waste any space here. Let me write given over here. Given PQ is greater than PR and QS and RS bisect angle PQR and angle PRQ. QS and RS bisect angle PQR and PRQ. Okay. To prove SQ is greater than SR. Okay, nice. Proof. PQ is greater than PR given, right? PQ is greater than PR, it's given. Therefore, which is the angle opposite to PQ? Actually, I should mention which triangle I'm talking about. See, that is a mistake. In triangle PQR, PQ is greater than PR given. PQ is greater than PR given. Okay, if PQ is greater than PR in triangle PQR, we can say that the angle opposite to PQ will be greater. Now in the triangle PQR, don't look at the triangle SQR, the small triangle. Okay, just look at the bigger triangle PQR. In triangle PQR, which angle is opposite to PQ? Angle R. Therefore, angle PRQ will be greater than angle opposite to PR. Which is the angle opposite to PR? Angle opposite to side PR is PQR. Angle PQR. So angle PRQ is greater than angle PQR. Angle PRQ is greater than angle PQR. Okay, so what we will write over here? Angle opposite to greater side. Angle opposite to greater or longer side is greater. Yeah, whatever. So angle opposite to longer side is greater, or angle opposite to greater side is greater. Yeah. So angle PRQ is greater than angle PQR. So we can also say that therefore half of angle PRQ is greater than half of angle PQR. If PRQ is greater than PQR, if you make both the angles half, then also half of PRQ will be greater than half of PQR. Right? So what is half of angle PRQ? Half of angle PRQ is SRQ. So therefore, angle SRQ is greater than, what is half of angle PQR? Angle SQR. SQR. Angle SRQ is greater than angle SQR. Correct? So if angle SRQ is greater than angle SQR, we can say that therefore in triangle SRQ, I will continue over here. SRQ is a greater angle, so side opposite to SRQ will be greater. The side opposite to SRQ is which side? SQ. SQ will be greater than which angle, which side is opposite to angle SQR? Opposite to angle SQR there is SR. So SQ will be greater than SR. Sides opposite to greater angle. Sides opposite to greater angle are longer. Therefore SQ is equal to, SQ is greater than SR. That is what we had to prove. Easy. Did you understand the proof? If you did not understand, look at the video again and you will understand. Okay, very simple. We just took the bigger triangle and we knew that PQ is greater than PR. So we found that angle PRQ will be greater than angle PQR, angles opposite to greater side. And then half of angle PRQ was greater than half of angle PQR. And then we knew that angle Q and R are bisected by QS and RS, right? So we compared the angles of this small triangle and found which sides are greater and smaller in the small triangle. Let's go ahead. Okay, so we have a diagram as well. Okay, D is any point on the base BC produced of an isosceles triangle ABC. So ABC is an isosceles triangle. That is one fact. If ABC is an isosceles triangle, AB will be equal to AC. AB will be equal to AC. And if AB will be equal to AC, then angle ABC will be equal to angle ACB. So BC is produced up to D, and A and D are joined. You have to prove that AD is greater than AB. AD is greater than AB. Okay, that can be proved. That's not a big deal. Okay, so given triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, therefore AB is equal to AC and angle ABC is equal to angle ACB. Okay, so this is given. To prove that AD is greater than AB, AD is greater than AB, we have to compare AD and AB. See, if we have to compare AD and AB, remember AD and AB, any two sides of a triangle, if they needed to be compared, then they must lie in the same triangle. So can you tell me in which triangle AD and AB lies? AD and AB lies in triangle ABD. So basically we have to compare the angles of triangle ABD to compare the sides of triangle ABD, because we need to prove that AD is greater than AB. So we need to compare the angles opposite to AD and AB. If we can do that, then we can easily prove that AD is greater than AB, but we don't know how to do that. Okay, let's find it out. Now we know that angle B is equal to angle C. Proof. In triangle ACD, look at it very carefully how I'm proving. In triangle ACD, angle ACB is an exterior angle. Angle ACB is an exterior angle, and I told you that exterior angle is always greater than the opposite interior angle. Exterior angle is always greater than the opposite interior angle, right? We in while we were studying the theorems, we saw that proof. So angle ACB is an exterior angle. So if ACB is an exterior angle, we can say that therefore angle ACB is greater than angle ADC. What will be the reason? The reason will be, since exterior angle is always greater than exterior angle is always greater than opposite interior angle. Exterior angle is always greater than opposite interior angle. Okay, So we can say that ACB is greater than angle ADC. Therefore, we can say that angle ABC is also greater than angle ADC. Why? Since angle ACB is equal to angle ABC. So here we wrote, watch carefully, here we wrote angle ACB greater than angle ADC, because exterior angle of triangle ACD, that is angle ACB, which will always be greater than the opposite interior angle. So this angle ACB will be greater than this angle and this angle, because it is equal to the sum of these two angles, right? So it will always be greater than these two angles. Okay, now this angle ACB is equal to ABC, because that is given. ABC is isosceles triangle, so we can say that this angle ABC is greater than this angle, right? Okay, now what? Now we have comparison between the two angles of triangle ABD, right? We have the comparison that this angle ABC is greater compared to this angle. This angle ADC is smaller, right? We have compared these two angles in triangle ABD. Therefore, we can say that the side opposite to angle ABC, which side is that? AD. AD will be greater than the side opposite to angle D, which is AB, in the whole big triangle ADB. Okay, so AD is greater than AB. What we will write statement over here? Side opposite to greater angle is longer, right? Side opposite to greater angle is longer. AD is greater than AB. That's what we had to do. Now you understand how inequalities work. This is how inequalities work. These are the typical questions of inequality. If you are able to understand them, if you are able to solve them, if you are able to write the statements as I am writing, then that's done. This is a very small topic. You can solve any question based on this same topic. So next question. Show that the sum of the three altitudes of a triangle is less than the sum of the three sides of the triangle. Okay, let's write given in triangle ABC, AL is perpendicular to BC, CN is perpendicular to AB, and BM is perpendicular to AC. To prove sum of three altitudes is less than the sum of three sides, that is AL plus BM plus Cn, sum of three altitudes, is less than sum of three sides AB plus BC plus AC. AB plus BC plus AC. Right? Okay, how to prove this? Now, first I'm going to compare AL and AB. AL and AB. I will write the statement that AL is smaller than AB. What is the reason why AL is smaller than AB? Now, I will not write everything over here, but I want you to consider line BC. On line BC, from a point A which is not on line BC, which is outside line BC. So from this point, we have drawn two lines. One AL, which is perpendicular to BC, and one AB, which is any other line which is not perpendicular to BC. right? One AL and one AB. Out of these two lines, out of AL and AB, which one is smaller? Definitely AL. Do you remember the reason why? Why is AL shorter? AL is shorter than AB because we have done a theorem in which it says uh, perpendicular to a line from a point outside it. Outside it means outside the line. Perpendicular to a line from a point outside it is the shortest. Is the shortest means this perpendicular is the shortest out of all the lines which are drawn from point A to line BC. So AL is the shortest, that therefore AL is smaller than AB. Achha. Similarly, now forget about AL and AB. Now we have to compare uh, BM and BC. So can we say that BM is smaller than BC? BM is smaller than BC. Why? Because now we are considering this line AC, and on line AC from point B, two lines are drawn. Two lines are drawn, BM and BC, out of which BM is the perpendicular. So BM will be the shortest. So using the same theorem, we can prove that BM is smaller than BC. So here the same theorem will come. And similarly, we can write CN is smaller than AC. Same theorem. You can check in the diagram why CN is smaller than AC. Okay, now we have got three statements, three equations, you can say inequations. You can add them. You can add 1, 2 and 3. So what will happen? AL, therefore AL plus BM plus CN will be smaller than AB plus BC plus AC. So sum of three altitudes of a triangle is less than the sum of three sides of the triangle. That is proved legitimately. Did you understand this? If yes, note it down. I hope you're noting these questions down and you're noting the method with which I'm solving them. If you're not noting it down, if you're just doing it orally, you will be having a great difficulty in solving the exercise which I'm going to give it to you. So I want you to note it down. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, next question says, prove that the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. Wow. Let's write given first and then try to understand what do they mean. Okay. In triangle ABC, AD is a median. Okay, AD is a median. You know what is a median? I've taught you about median when we were studying about the properties of triangle before congruency. Median is a line which is drawn from a vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. Median bisects the opposite side. Median drawn from a vertex bisects the opposite side, or it joins the vertex to the midpoint of the opposite side. So AD is a median. If AD is the median, then definitely BD will be equal to DC. Okay, what we have to prove? I will tell you about the construction, but first let me write given to prove. We have to prove that sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. Okay, so we have to prove that AB plus AC, sum of any two sides, is greater than twice the median, is greater than 2 times AD. AB plus AC is greater than 2 times AD. Okay, here we have to do one construction. So what is the construction? Produce See, this construction will not be given you in the exam. Okay, so you have to figure out that this is the construction to be done. But this is a very tricky question. In this, you cannot figure out how the construction is to be done. So what you need to do is you need to remember this question specifically, because here there is the construction is little tricky. Okay, so these kind of questions are to be revised periodically, again and again. Okay, so produce AD to E such that produce AD to E such that AD is equal to DE, such that AD is equal to DE. Produce AD to E such that AD is equal to DE, and then join CE. Okay, like this. So AD is equal to DE, and we have joined C to E. Remember what you have to prove. You have to prove AB plus AC is greater than 2 times AD. Okay. Proof. Let's start with the proof. Okay. So there is a meaning to this construction. Okay, why we have drawn this construction? See, first let's consider triangle ABD and triangle ABD and triangle ECD. ECD. Do you see these two triangles ABD and ECD? Let's prove them congruent. I hope you remember how to prove congruent. Okay. So in triangle ABD and ECD, what parts are equal? AD is equal to ED. Why AD is equal to ED? By construction. BD is equal to CD. Why? Because it's given. What is given? That AD is a median. So BD is equal to CD. And angle ADB is equal to angle EDC. Why are they equal? Vertically opposite angles. They are vertically opposite angles. That's why they are equal. Okay, so these two triangles can be now proved congruent very easily. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ECDC. I'm maintaining the correspondence as well. By which test? By SAS test. Right? So triangle ABD and EDC, ADB, sorry, ABD. Did I write ABD? Yeah, ABD and ECD are congruent by SAS test. Now, since these two triangles are congruent, can I write that AB is equal to EC? Can I say that AB is equal to EC? Yes, absolutely. Why? CPCT. Now you must be wondering, this is inequality question and I'm using congruency. There is a reason behind it. See, I'm going to come to inequality and you will understand how to solve this with inequality. Okay. Now please understand this. In triangle ACE, do you see triangle ACE? In triangle ACE, uh, what information do we have already? Okay, in triangle AC, not thinking much about what we are going to do with it. In triangle ACE, can I say that AC plus CE, AC plus CE is greater than AC plus CE is greater than AE. Why AC plus CE is greater than AE in triangle ACE? Sum of, the reason is sum of any two sides. Sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. Sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. Okay, and that's why we can say that AC plus CE is greater than AE. AC plus CE is greater than AE. Now remember, what is CE equal to? See, CE or EC was equal to AB. So can I replace CE by AB? Absolutely. What is AE? AE is AD plus DE. So can I say that AC plus AB is greater than, now see, AD and DE both are equal. So AD plus DE is 2 times AD. So AC plus AB is greater than 2 times AD. Any two sides, sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. Now this itself, in itself, has become a theorem. So this theorem can be used in any other question. The sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. Remember this theorem. Okay, so we have proved it successfully. Let's go to the next question. See, this is the question where we are going to use the previous question as a theorem. Prove that the perimeter of a triangle is greater than the sum of its three medians. Let's write what is given. In triangle ABC, AD, BE and CF are medians. In triangle ABC, AD, BE and CF are medians. Okay, to prove, we have to prove that the perimeter of the triangle, perimeter means AB, sum of all the sides, AB plus BC plus AC is greater than sum of its three medians, that is AD plus BE plus CF. We have to prove this. Any construction? No need. How to prove it? So as I told you in the previous question, the theorem was, the theorem which we proved just now was that in any triangle the sum of two sides is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. So if that is the case, then we can say that AB plus AC is greater than 2 times AD. What is the reason? The whole theorem which we proved earlier is the reason. I'm giving it equation number 1. Similarly, I can say that AC plus BC, remember AC and BC sum is greater than twice the twice the median drawn to the opposite side, that is 2 times CF. And the third median is BE, so we can say that AB plus BC, AB plus BC is greater than, AB plus BC is greater than twice AC. AB plus BC is greater than twice AC. Okay, so these three statements we have got from the theorem which we just proved in the previous question. I will not repeat it anymore. Now, how to prove this thing which we have been given over here? So adding, very simple, adding equations 1, 2 and 3, what do we get? AB plus AC plus AC plus BC plus AB plus BC. Adding all the left hand sides together is greater than 2 times AD plus 2 times CF plus 2 times AC, right? Now, how many times do we have AB over here? 2 times. So we have 2AB plus how many times do we have AC over here? Twice AC plus how many times do we have BC over here? Twice BC is greater than, if we take out 2 common, what do we get? 2 times AD plus CF plus AC. Okay, take out 2 common from here as well. So 2 times AB plus AC plus BC is greater than 2 times AD plus CF plus AC. 2 gets cancelled from both the side. So we get AB plus AC plus BC, that is sum of all the 3 sides of a triangle, greater than the sum of its 3 medians. Proved? Yes, but with the help of the theorem which we proved in the previous question, that is this theorem. Sum of any 2 sides of a triangle is greater than twice the median drawn to the third side. That is the theorem which we used. Otherwise, it would have been difficult task. Okay, so I hope you understand how we are proving the questions and what kind of questions will be asked to you. Okay, next question, let's try this one. In the figure, ABC is a triangle and D is any point in its interior. ABC is a triangle and D is any point in its interior. Prove that BD plus DC is smaller than AB plus AC. Okay, let's do this. This is really interesting question because if you think about that, how you're going to prove these things, uh, it can really take a toll on your thinking. Okay, and you will eventually get frustrated and give up, that no, I don't want to do this kind of questions. But yeah, if you are able to crack these kind of questions, then you can crack any inequality question whatsoever. Let's first write what is given. Okay, so ABC is a triangle and D is any point in its interior. D is any point in the interior of triangle ABC. D is any point in the interior of triangle ABC. Okay. To prove BD plus DC is smaller than AB plus AC. BD plus DC is smaller than AB plus AC. Construction. Now, you know why this construction has been done? Because you cannot establish a direct relationship between BD, DC and AB, AC, because AB and AC are part of the bigger triangle and BD and DC are part of the smaller triangle. So in order to take out a relationship between these four, we have to do this construction. Construction is produce BD to meet AC at E. Produce BD to meet AC at E. Okay. Now what? See, now remember what you have to prove. You have to prove that AB and AC are greater and BD and DC are smaller. Now see how I'm selecting the triangles and how I'm selecting the sum of the sides will be on the greater side and the other side which will be on the smaller side. You know that the sum of two sides of a triangle is always greater than the third side. So let me select triangle ABE. In triangle ABE, do you see triangle ABE? So in triangle ABE, I will select the side in such a way that AB will be on the greater side and BD, where there is no BD here, but you will see that BD will be included somehow, will be on the smaller side. See how? So according to me, if I write AB plus AE is greater than AB plus AE is greater than BE, that will actually help us a lot. You know why? Because AB, as I told you, is on the greater side, and that's what my proof demands, AB to be on the greater side. Acha, AE is also on the greater side, which is part of AC. As you can see, AE is part of AC, and that is also on the greater side. On the other hand, BE is on the smaller side. Now what is BE? BE is the side on which BD lies, and this side BE is on the smaller side. BD should be on the smaller side, so we are going right. But yeah, we will not get to our answer so easily. Correct? We just have to do one more thing here. Therefore AB plus AE is greater than, let's split BE. BE can be written as BD plus DE. BE can be written as BD plus DE. Okay, so this is the story of triangle ABE. Now let's take one more triangle. Let's take one more triangle. In triangle CDE, do you see triangle CDE? You know why I've taken triangle CDE? Because CDE involves CD. CD is one point of comparison which has to be included in our to prove. Correct? So in triangle CDE, I will make sure I will write such an inequality where CD ends up being on the smaller side. Correct? So if CD has to be on the smaller side, I should write that DE plus CE, DE plus CE is greater than CD. See, CD end up on the smaller side. So now I have got equation 1 and equation 2. I will add equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. How do we add? So we write AB plus AE plus DE plus CE. All the terms which are on the left hand side I wrote together are collectively greater than all the terms on the right hand side, that is BD plus DE plus CD. BD, DE and CD all on the left hand side. Now here DE will get cut. DE will get cut. Right? So what we are left with, AB plus, what is AE plus CE? Now if you look in the figure, AE plus CE is what? AC is greater than BD plus CD. We have already got BD plus CD. That's it, proved. See, it was tricky. It was tricky, okay, but it was not impossible. So questions are tricky in this particular chapter. They are not straightforward, but they are not impossible. So if you have to use your brains, you have to think a little. And inequalities is done. It's a small topic, not a big topic. Okay, this question is very similar to one of the theorems which we just did 3 questions ago. In triangle PQR, S is any point on side QR. See, S is any point. S is not the midpoint. PS is not the median, but any point. Okay. You have to prove that PQ plus QR plus RP is greater than 2 times PS. And it can be done. Let's prove it. What is given in triangle PQR? S is any point on side QR. In triangle PQR, S is any point on side QR. To prove PQ plus QR plus RP is greater than 2 times PS. Proof. Okay, in triangle PQS, the proof is easier than what you are thinking. Okay, so just pay attention. In triangle PQS, PQ plus QS is greater than PS. See, I will keep PS on the smaller side because that's what I have to prove eventually. In triangle PQS, PQ plus QS is greater than PS. Why? Sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. Equation number 1. In triangle PSR, PR plus SR is greater than PR plus SR is greater than PS. Equation number 2. Adding equations 1 and 2. What do we get? PQ plus QS plus PR plus SR is greater than PS plus PS. Okay, so we have got PQ, we have got QS, and we have got SR, and we have got PR. What is QS plus SR? QS plus SR is QR. So we can write it as PQ, therefore PQ plus QR plus PR is greater than 2 times PS. That's it. Done. Easy? Yes, it was quite easy. Now we know how to do it. Next question. In the figure, AP is perpendicular to QR, okay? PR is greater than PQ. PR is greater than PQ, okay, fine. And PS is equal to PQ. PS is equal to PQ, okay? It doesn't look like that. Actually, it should be over here. S should be over here to be equal. Okay, so PS now becomes equal to PQ. But anyhow, we don't want to make any changes to the already existing diagram. PS equal to PQ. Okay, now we know it. AP is perpendicular to QR. Prove that AR is greater than AQ. So we have to compare AR and AQ. AR greater than AQ. Okay. So we know that PR is greater than PQ. Okay. Interesting question. I think we have to use a little bit of congruency over here. Let's do it. Okay, let me write given to prove and everything. In triangle AQR, AP is perpendicular to QR, PR is greater than PQ. I don't know how that's going to help, but still. PS is equal to PQ. To prove AR is greater than AQ to prove AR is greater than AQ. PS is equal to PQ. Okay. So I think in construction, we have not been given anything about AS, right? So join AS is our construction. Proof. In triangle AQS, in triangle AQS, AQ in triangle AQS. Hey, sorry. What am I doing? In triangle AQP and triangle ASP, not AQS. AQP and ASP. These two triangles I am considering. Okay? Angle APQ, angle APQ is equal to angle APS. Angle APQ is equal to angle APS, both 90 degree. Angle APQ is equal to angle APS, both 90 degree. Okay. QP is equal to SP. QP is equal to SP. Uh, is QP equal to SP? Yes, it is given. Absolutely yes. And AP is equal to AP common. Okay. Therefore, triangle AQP is congruent to triangle ASP by SAS test. Okay, so these two triangles AQP and ASP are congruent. Now what? Now we can say that therefore angle AQP is equal to angle ASP. Angle AQP is equal to angle ASP. This angle is equal to this angle. Okay, why? CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay, now what? Now angle ASQ or ASP is greater than angle ARS. You know why? Since exterior angle is always greater than opposite interior angle. Exterior angle is always greater than opposite interior angle. You see, this is an exterior angle for triangle ASR. We have used this kind of inferences earlier as well. If we consider triangle ASR, the angle which I am telling you about, that is ASQ, becomes its exterior angle. So exterior angle is always greater than the opposite interior angle. That's why ASQ is greater than angle ARS. But not to forget that angle ASQ is equal to angle AQS, right? Angle ASQ is equal to angle AQS. So angle AQS, angle AQS is greater than angle ARS. Angle AQS is greater than angle ARS since angle ASQ since angle ASQ is equal to angle AQS. We have proved it. This one over here. Correct? Now, I have proved that angle AQS is greater than angle ARS. Actually, I should write angle AQR, not AQS. And here not ARS. I should write ARQ. So AQR and ARQ. Doesn't make any difference. We are just comparing this angle over here and this angle over here, right? So if angle AQR is greater, then we can say that AR will be greater. AR is greater than which side is opposite to ARQ? AQ. AR is greater than AQ. That's what we had to prove. Remember. Okay. Why? What is the reason? Side opposite to greater angle. Side opposite to greater angle is longer. Correct? So this is also done. Let's go to the last final question. Okay. In the figure, AC is greater than AB. AC is greater than AB. Let me write the given. AC greater than AB. And D is the point on AC. D is the point on AC such that AB is equal to AD. D is the point on AC such that AB is equal to AD. Doesn't look like much, but still AB is equal to AD. AB is equal to AD. See, if AB is equal to AD, then these two angles must be equal, right? Angles opposite to equal sides. Show that BC is greater than CD. BC is greater than CD. So we have to compare BC and CD. Okay. And we already know that AC is greater than AB. Okay. To prove BC is greater than CD, proof. See, what is the proof? Now see, the first statement states that AC is greater than AB. AC is greater than AB. See, if AC is greater than AB, we can do one thing. We can write one thing for sure. That angle opposite to the longer side is greater. So in triangle ABC, therefore in triangle ABC, which angle is opposite to AC? Angle ABC. Angle ABC will be greater than which angle? Then the angle opposite to AB, that is angle ACB, right? Angle opposite to longer side is greater. Okay, so angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. Now, do you understand one thing? That angle ABD, sorry, angle ABC is also greater than angle ABD. Angle ABC is the whole angle from here to here. This whole thing is angle ABC. And what is angle ABD? Angle ABD is just this small part of it. So whole is greater than the part, right? That reason we don't have to write. We understand the whole is greater than the part. So ABC is greater than ABD. So let's write the reason. Since angle ABD is a part of angle ABC. Okay, so we have proved that as well. Now see, AB is equal to AD given. Therefore, angle ABD is equal to angle ADB. Angle ABD is equal to angle ADB. Angle ABD, the small red one over here, is equal to angle ADB. Why? Angles opposite to equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Correct? Okay, so if ABD is equal to ADB, see what we can do. If ABD is equal to ADB, we can say that angle ABC is greater than angle ADB. See, I replaced ABD and I put ADB over here. So I'm directly comparing this angle ABC with this small angle over here. Okay, and why am I doing that? I'll just let you know in a while. Okay, okay, great. Now what? Now what? Just pay attention. See, in triangle, let me write it over here because we have a lot of space over here. In triangle BDC, do you see triangle BDC? Angle ADB is an exterior angle. Angle ADB is an exterior angle in triangle BDC. In triangle BDC, angle ADB is an exterior angle. Now, since angle ADB is an exterior angle, we can say that angle ADB will be greater than angle ADB will be greater than angle ACB or DCB, right? See, this is the smaller angle. Why this is smaller? Because this red angle ADB over here is the exterior angle, which is equal to this small angle and this little tiny angle over here. So definitely this ADB will be greater than these two. So ADB will be greater than DCB, right? We can write the reason as an exterior angle is always greater than exterior angle is always greater than opposite interior angle. Exterior angle is always greater than opposite interior angle, right? So ADB is greater than angle DCB. Now remember where we left off our comparison of ABC and ADB. We have to again resume from that point. We now know that DCB is even smaller than ADB. If DCB is smaller than ADB, DCB has to be smaller than ABC because ABC is greater than ADB also. Okay, so we can write that therefore angle ABC is greater than angle DCB, right? Because DCB is now the smallest. So we can say that therefore angle ABC is greater than, achha, what is angle DCB? Actually it is angle ACB. Can I write angle ACB in the place of DCB? Doesn't make any difference, right? So angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. Which side is opposite to angle ABC? AC. So therefore AC is greater than, which side is opposite to angle ACB? AB. So AC is greater than AB. Okay, that's what we need to prove, right? No, no. Wait, what we need to prove? We need to prove that BC is greater than CD. And what we have been given? AC is greater than AB. Hey, that has been given to us. What a blunder I did, man. I just proved what had to be proved already. What had been given already. I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, let's think now. We have to compare BC and CD. So which is the side opposite? What is the angle opposite to BC? That is this angle we have to compare with which angle? CD with this angle. These two angles we have to compare. Okay. Okay, I think I've put a lot of energy in this question and I have no more left. I think we'll just see the solution and get the answer. Because I can definitely pause the video right here, get the solution and give it to you. I don't want to do that. It's late. And the video is also becoming longer. Let's look at the solution and see what they have done. What? Just 4 lines? Are you kidding me? Okay, so AB is equal to AD. So in triangle ABC, AB plus BC is greater than AC. AB plus BC is greater than AC. Okay, so AB plus BC is greater than AD plus CD. Yeah, that is also fine. But AD is equal to AB, right? So what they've done is they replaced AD by AB. Okay, so AB plus BC is greater than AB plus CD, and from both the side AB gets cut, BC is greater than CD. My God, just 3-4 lines and this question is done. So this was a blunder from my side. It's okay, it happens with every one of us. Okay, so I just got confused whether what to prove, which triangle to take, and I end up proving what was already given to us. But anyways, you saw this solution, you understand that what had to be proved. So I will give you the homework, and this part of the chapter inequality is finished. The chapter is finished, the topic inequalities is finished. So do the homework and then we'll go ahead. See you later. Bye bye.